Today I'm talking about how to preserve the miracle leaf. Many of you, if you're like me, you live here in Zone 8B of the United States, and you got this miracle leaf, which is a warm climate plant. And you get an abundance of leaves throughout the warmer season, and then in the wintertime you have to bring the plants inside. But then you might say, how do I preserve this plant or the leaf for later on so that I can use it in my hoodoo spirituality, use it in my cooking or meals and so forth. And the way that I like to use it, but before we talk about that, I want to show how it come to the name of the miracle leaf. See right there on the edges of it where new plants are being formed in order to give you what you would call the miracle leaf. And then I have one here that's actually growing out of the leaf. You can see the plants actually coming out of the leaf. So you get a lot of new plants from this. So you have an abundance of leaves. So once you get these leaves, you want to ask yourself the question, well, how do I take these leaves and use them for a later date? Because it's basically, the leaves are used for exactly what they call it. They call it the miracle leaf, but it's also called the leaf of life. You use it to build up your immune system, and you use it to bring about miracles in your hoodoo spirituality. So the best way that you go about doing that is, like you can see here, I have various leaves here. I take them, I lay them on a cookie sheet, just like this here, because I want to be able to use them as single leaves later on when I get ready to use them. And a lot of people, I say, do you take the stems off? Well, I don't, because when I'm have them out there in the yard, I eat them just like that. And I put them on this cookie sheet here. I lay them flat and put them in a position so that later on I can use them. But I'm going to take these leaves and I'm going to put them inside of the freezer, and I'm going to freeze them just like that. And I freeze them like this here so that I can be able to come in and just pull out one single leaf from that pack. So I take this here pile that I have right here and I freeze it for later use. Then I'll come back later on and freeze those. But that's basically what you're trying to do with this miracle leaf, because you basically use it in your hoodoo spirituality to build up your immune system for health-wise and things like that. But you also use it to bring about miracles. But you want to have these leaves to be available to you, especially like here where I live in a cold climate area for later use.